Hello, flower lovers. How are you? My name's Angelina, and I'm the founder of Flower Lovers on Facebook. Woohoo! I'm so excited to be with you today in this video. When I started this group, I said I was going to definitely put videos in here showing you how to do really cool flower techniques, and that's what I'm doing today. So we're going to learn how to do a freehand bouquet. And I just want to first say thank you to all of you who have subscribed to this group. You've been posting things, you've been interactive. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it, and it's such a joy. So this is my first video, instructional video, and I'm going to show you how to do a freehand bouquet. And I don't have my production assistant with me today, so I'm going to now step behind the camera and we're going to get started. Hi, I'm back. Okay, so this is called a freehand bouquet. And this is really a great technique. It's not hard. It's very simple. Something you can do that, put some beautiful flowers on your table for any occasion. Doesn't matter. Go to your local farmer's market and pick up some flowers and get started. Just do something fun. So, what we want to start with, I have some ribbon. Now, you're going to end up tying the whole bouquet together. You can either use ribbon, you can use a string, you can use whatever you're comfortable with, okay? And I pre-cut this, so you see how long it is. I like to have extra. And in this business, don't worry about having an extra long string. If it's too long, cut it. Simple, okay? Also, you want to get you a pair of shears. Now, don't talk about my shears. They're old. I've been using them for years, but I found these at Michael's. I think they may be 10, 15 bucks. I don't know. But get you some real shears because they cut very well. And when you cut flowers, I'm going to show you something right quick. This is a mini calla, one of my favorites. Anytime you cut flowers, you always cut at an angle, okay? And you always want to keep a fresh cut on your flowers because it keeps them fresh. I'm going to drop that right back in there. Okay, so I have mini callas that I'll be using. I'll have peonies that I will be using. I also have alstroemeria, very, very, very beautiful flower, very delicate. And I have some roses here. These are two-tone roses I found at my local farmer's market. Love it. And I also have eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is awesome. I love the smell. It's so relaxing. But you can use eucalyptus as well. And this has some greenery, but not a whole lot. But I'm going to show you how you can use not these flowers, but any flowers that you like. It's your choosing. You can choose them how you want to do it. And again, the technique is called freehand bouquet. So this hand, the hand that you use the most, if you're right-handed or left-handed, you leave this hand free. This hand is where my left hand is where I will be building the bouquet. Okay? And so it doesn't take long, but we're going to start with a peony, one of my favorites. And my hand is open. You're going to lay this across like that. See my little thumb there? It holds it as I build. And so the next flower I like is the alstroemeria. That there, because what you're essentially doing is going in a diagonal way. So you got it like that. And then we got our rose, my favorite. Okay, see how my hand is open, and you're holding it in a diagonal direction. And so now we're going to cross it with another peony. Okay. Oh, don't forget our alstro. And by the way, you can use whatever flowers you like. This is just, again, a freehand bouquet. Use the flowers you love and like. Here's my rose. Okay. Now, if you look, see how they're crossing? Okay. Hands go weird sometimes. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay, now that you have them like that, you want to take your other peony and put it in the middle. Okay? And sometimes I play with them as I'm doing them, just so, because I've been doing it for a while, so I like them in a particular way. So now we're going to build it up. As you go, we're doing the same technique, and you're doing 3 flowers. Another nostril, okay? See, it's starting to come along. Okay, now, again, we got it going in 3 different directions, north, south, east. Well, don't talk about me. I'm bad with geography. Okay, but you get the point. Okay. So let me get another. My favorite, my peonies. I'm gonna lay that like that. We're gonna get another Austro. And then we're gonna do another rose. Okay. And then we're going to go with another peony because we want to close it up now. Okay, now it's getting closed. And then we're going to go with another rose. And we'll go with another Austro. Okay, now as I'm designing, I often look down. I look at it like this. I have it in my hand and I look at it, I go, I need this here and this here and this there. So that is something that you can do. And I think I have a hydrangea. These are one of my favorites. You must keep these watered because they will shrink on you. Bad experiences, but you got to make sure you keep them watered. So I'm going to put that here. Oh, look at that. Now, that there. Oh. And how can I forget my favorite flower, the one I really love? My mini callus. So, now that you see, it kind of has its own shape. It's coming along. And I look down, I go, you know what? I want to add these guys. So, I'll add one here. Come on in there. Sometimes they don't like to be added where I put them. There we go. There's one. I forgot. I could have put these in earlier, but it's okay. Because, again, it's a freehand bouquet. So you want to, as you're designing it, you look and see what you don't like. And you want more greenery. You don't want any greenery. And the other little tip I want to give you is if you do things like in odd numbers work great. They just do. So 3, like I did, I want to do another mini calla, 5 roses, 3 Austro. You know, try to keep it in odd numbers because it works really well when you're designing. And so, I'll put that one there. There we go. Okay. And so, you can begin to see. Ooh, I like that. Y'all like that? That's cool, right? So now that you have your flowers together, you like the design, you say, okay, I can live with that. That's pretty. That'll work for me. You want to take your string and I'm right-handed. Why do I have the left hand tying? But that's how I am right now. Okay. And what the string does, it keeps them in place. It keeps your form in place. And you just want to do a nice tie on them. So that way they don't fall. They don't go all over the place. Let me try to. I'm horrible at tying sometimes because my hands like to play games with me. So, a minute. So, hold on. I'm coming. Here we go. See? So now you got your bouquet. You're going to be making a nice little knot here. You don't have to do it super tight, but just tight enough. And then what we do is we measure it to the base. So as I hold them here, and sometimes as I'm holding it, I could kind of see like, oh, if something shifted, I could change it, like this guy right here. I could change it. If it shifts, it's okay. And remember, this is okay. This is your bouquet for your house. It does not have to be perfect. I have to tell myself that a lot because I like everything to be perfect. But it does not have to be perfect. These are your flowers, so you make them as beautiful as you like. And what you want to do is you want to measure it with your eye. So if you can see, I'll pull this up a little bit. The bottom of the vase, I try to align it with the vase, so that when I cut it, it'll just go right in there. So let's see. Where's my other color? Oh, that's okay. Let's see. You want to cut across the bottom. Try to do as even as possible. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Don't worry about those leaves on the branches on the floor. If you've ever worked in a floral shop, everything hits the floor. And we continue to work. I'm going to cut this because this is a little long. I don't need it anymore. Scissors. Okay, that off of there. Now, I don't quite like the back because you see how that came out? All that's open back there. It's not a problem, though, because what we do is we just fill it in with our peonies. Wow. Now, look at that. See how much that's changed? And when I tied it, I didn't make it a super duper tight tie. I made it kind of loose because I'm a type of person, I like to design from the front, the side, the back. So whatever way you look at this arrangement, I want you to be like, oh, that's really pretty. Doesn't matter which way you look at it, and doesn't matter from what side you view it. Now, one thing I'm going to do, I'm not. I thought I'd be able to do it, but I was going to pull that out and cut that a little shorter, but that's okay. So let me see. I want to add another rose because I like roses. Another rose right there. Okay. So there you have it. So you can go from this direction That's one way you can look at it. Go all the way around, and it's pretty all the way around. That is what I like to do. So again, this is just a short video to give you an idea of what you can do in your own home with your own flowers. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.